The only Jewish state is fighting for its existence against terror groups Hamas, Hezbollah, Iranian proxies in Syria and Iraq, the Houthis, terror groups in Judea, Samaria, the West Bank, and most importantly, the Iranian regime. Since October 7, 2023, Israel has been facing a coordinated series of attacks, including rockets, missiles, drones, and more from multiple fronts. These attacks aren't just isolated incidents. They're part of a broader strategy orchestrated by the Iranian regime through its proxies in the region. Let's break down the 7 main countries and terror groups involved in these ongoing aggressions. Terror group Hamas, operating out of Gaza, launched the initial and most brutal attack on southern Israel, firing thousands of rockets as over 6,000 terrorists breached southern Israel, murdering and kidnapping civilians. An attack so horrendous it was named the October 7th massacre. Hamas has long been backed by the Iranian regime, receiving financial and military support to fuel its war against Israel, while their leaders hid in their terror tunnels, hiding behind civilians, using them as human shields. From the north, Hezbollah, the Iranian regime's most powerful proxy, has intensified its attacks from Lebanon. Since October 8th, Hezbollah has been firing non-stop rockets, explosive drones, and more, mainly on Israel's northern communities. These 2 terror groups alone led to over 100,000 Israelis being displaced from their homes. To this day, over 60,000, mainly from Israel's north, are displaced. With an original arsenal of over 150,000 rockets and missiles, and with their network of terror tunnels going into Israel, Hezbollah continues to pose a significant threat, emboldened by the Iranian regime's support. In Syria and Iraq, Iranian regime-backed militias have also become part of the multi-front war on Israel. These groups, supported by Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, have fired rockets and drones along Israel's northern border, including attacks on United States bases in the area. And in the far south, the Iranian regime-backed Houthis in Yemen have fired ballistic missiles and drones at Israel. Although Yemen is geographically distant, the Houthis' long-range missile capabilities, enhanced by the Iranian regime, make them another key player in this coordinated effort to annihilate Israel. In addition to these external threats, terror groups in Judea and Samaria, the West Bank, have escalated their attacks as well against Israeli civilians and soldiers. These groups, which receive direct funding and guidance from the Iranian regime, have carried out shootings, stabbings, and other deadly attacks, murdering many innocent Israelis. We must remember that at the center of this conflict sits the Iranian regime that funds all of these groups. And for the first time ever, they attacked Israel directly, not once, but twice this year alone. Once in April and once this October. Both attacks included hundreds of ballistic missiles, one of the largest attacks in any world conflict. Its goal is clear: to surround and weaken Israel through relentless multi-front attacks, eventually leading to the destruction of Israel, which they do not hide, and they say so publicly and proudly almost on a weekly basis. Following these unprecedented attacks by Iran, Israel responded on October 26th in the middle of the night by striking Iranian military facilities directly in the country over the course of 3 hours. Despite this unbearable reality, which has forced hundreds of thousands of Israelis to run to shelters on the daily, Israel stands strong together with its allies, mainly the United States, who together have been able to defend countless innocent people in Israel, including Jews, Muslims, Christians, and many more, who have all become a target for the axis of evil, led by the Iranian regime. We don't know when this war will end, but what we do know is that the people of Israel have shown, once again, amazing strength and resilience. Additionally, we remember the 101 people still being held hostage by Hamas terrorists in Gaza. Like any sovereign democratic country, Israel has every right to defend its people. Israel has never lost a war and will not lose this one. Better days are yet to come. Stand with Israel, stand with us.